Hi, I'm Mariangela Parodi and I'm the Purpose to Prosperity Mentor. And this is my Mystic Insights to support you to navigate the path ahead for February so that you are supported in your navigation, especially if you're sensitive, an empath or a mystic or medicine woman. I'm here to support you. So February feels more like the beginning of the year. Even though January is the beginning of the calendar year, February energetically has a lot more stability in it. We had the eclipses in January, which brought up some issues about our future and where we were heading. So some things came up to the surface. Now in February, which is the number 5 month in numerology, the number 5 has the rocker at the bottom. So it's like the shifting sands are coming through in February just to clear away any debris that is still hanging around from January, those things that no longer serve us. So February is this time to notice what's falling away because we have greater stability. We had a bit of chaos and drama in January, and February we're just noticing how much more anchored and stable we are despite some of the challenges we may still be facing. So consider this idea of the colander. You know, you get even putting water down the colander or a sieve. We're just sieving away those elements that no longer serve us so that this year, 2019, and number 3 year of activation of our purpose, our vitality, our empowerment really starts to be having a lot more clarity this month. Now we start off a great month this month with the new moon in Aquarius on the 5th. So Aquarius is an air sign. So we'll be thinking a lot more. Aquarius is the crusader, the humanitarian, the big picture sign. So we will all be having an opportunity to expand where we're going. Again, these parts of us are starting to shift out that no longer serve. So the perspective, the vision of the future becomes a lot more clear for February. At the same time, we're moving into the Chinese astrology of the pig. So the pig loves to be happy, loves to just hang around in the mud. It's quite content. So it's a calmer year than we had last year with the dog year, which was a little bit more feisty, a little bit more politically charged with, you know, who is the leader of the pack. With pig, it's much more connected to the other little pigs in the pen, and it's much more happy and robust. And the theme with the pig is about the water element. So we're activating the water element within ourselves. This is within our body, the saliva, our lymph glands, our bladder, cerebral spinal fluid, all activate the water element within us. And even our cells, our tissues have water flushing in and out of our cells. So this is the time to really have clarity. Great for a detox, great to drink more water and flush, but it's about flushing those parts that no longer serve, that we may still be carrying from 2018 that was linked to January, and this month it's just falling away, just slowly falling away. So every time you have a shower, every morning, I want you to just give yourself permission to start releasing those parts of you that no longer serve, the part that's stuck in the belief systems within the fluids of our body. The fluids also connect to our inherited family baggage, everything that we're carrying ancestrally from mum or dad's side of the family is being unpacked. So for February, it is like the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. January, we were still stuck in the cocoon. February, we're not quite in flight. We're still probably at, the cocoon's still hanging around here around our shoulders. So we've got the head out, the shoulders are coming out, but we haven't fully got the wings out. Probably by the end of the month we will be. But right now, at the beginning of the month, we're getting a glimpse of the future. It's exciting, it's still a little bit trapped, still a little bit resistant, but we're making some headway. The other important thing for February is, well, all of this year is the planet Sagittarius is being activated, freedom, fun-loving, just travel, optimism. It was ignited 12 years ago. So what were you doing in 2007? Because we are reliving aspects of that. What did you do in 2007? All of 2007. For me, I went to South America. I connected with my family for the first time since I left when I was 5. I went to Peru, I went to Bolivia and Argentina, really connected with my roots, really activated more of my shamanic qualities, a lot more of my insights and connection to the earth came through. So there was a real sense for me of freedom and just breaking loose from the old ties. So what is it for you that is being activated from 2007? Because this year, especially this month, it will be triggering a lot more momentum around freedom, adventure, optimism, taking the leap, taking a few risks. So I think I've covered everything for February that I wanted to share. So just with this idea of the connection to the water element, make your connection to the divine and to the earth and ask it to start healing the wounds from the family that you may be holding yourself back, that may be hindering some of the progress that you'd love to make, that there are things in the way from the past, perhaps from 2007, that are coming up to be relived, because we are always just shedding the next layer, just the next layer that's willing to be released. So I'm starting a new course in March, a healing course. I'd love you to have a look at it. Alchemy Energy Healing. It brings in all my knowledge for the last 30 years of how to really activate past lives, your own in the health, and right down to the cellular level, just really tapping into chakras and auric fields and really gaining that clarity of what is it that you are here to bring, your purpose, your mission, activating all of your gifts, not just one or two, but all of them, so you start to really get a sense of who you are and your full strengths and sacred power. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about that, please just reach out. I'm happy to support you, and have a wonderful February, because it's going to be bringing so much change and opportunity to really get a clear glimpse of where you are heading for March, which is a full release of that butterfly, fully soaring high. Big love to you. Have a wonderful February.